the fuck is going to edit this, by the way?
It's just as is.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't even know what editing is.
Submission, that's what it is.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we're live. Everyone talk?
What
Mic
up,
check?
what up?
Hello, hello.
Why is your mic so shit?
Hello, hello. Is that better? We can talk now.
Alright!
Just have to hold the speaker closer to my face.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to podcast number 117 of The Man Cave. If you have missed the other 116 episodes, I would highly suggest going back into the internet and finding them. They are worth the find.
You will find them eventually.
You will find them eventually.
Black out your calendar for the next 2 days while you're looking though. We're also live on Periscope.
We are live on Periscope.
But if you were listening to this on a podcast, you cannot go to Periscope and find us because it was probably weeks ago. But you can find us anyway. Maybe doing another Peri-cast channel.
We will do another Peri-cast channel.
Periscope.
Periscope. Peri-cast!
Peri-cast!
Peri-cast, there we go.
There's an alternative right there.
From the Man Cave.
The competition has arrived.
Okay, so who do we got in the room? How about that? Let's start off with
Daniel DosSantos.
the man himself, Daniel DosSantos.
How you doing, guys?
The legend.
The legend that
The
never
legend.
dies. The man cave. The guy that never leaves his room. That's what you got to do, but no.
You need some sun.
Vitamin D. Sometimes you all need a bit of vitamin D. Yeah.
You got one extra light bulb in here, so that's going to help.
Yeah, what's with these lights? They keep turning off and on their own.
Did you actually not put that in today?
I did not do anything to that light.
It's been off for fucking a very long time.
It's probably been 2 weeks now. And I did not turn that switch on either. That switch has never turned off. It's been on the whole time.
So has the light bar been in the whole time?
Yeah, everything, nothing's changed.
I think it's just the positive energy we bring to your room.
Definitely,
creates the
things
light.
are changing, eh?
Yeah.
I think it's more so the dead spirits which Daniel sees when he sleeps.
No, they left after my first week of being here. I left the room, now they're gone. Unless they're just hiding. Now they've come out again.
What were the spirits?
The spirits, they were scary. No, they were just waking me up in the middle of the night and just giving me crazy thoughts. You know when you wake up, you know when you're sleeping.
You don't sleep, Daniel.
I know, but you know,
There's the occasions where you do
yeah,
sleep.
everyone has to sleep. But you know when you're like lucid dreaming, you think that you're awake but not really?
Yeah.
And you can feel something like pressure on your stomach or someone pushing you or something like that. I was getting those types of dreams.
Yeah.
It was scary. I shut my pants.
Dun dun dun. And it was the spirits.
It was the spirits.
Spirits. You're not in the camera.
I'm not on the camera because no one's watching.
Periscope. It's alright. I'll save it. We can upload it and make it coincide with the podcast.
For the people listening to the podcast, we actually do have about 55,000 Periscope followers at the moment, and they're all watching and tuned in. You should be too.
You should be 55,001. Hey James, no, we're doing fine, thank you.
Keep sending more questions. We'll answer them as we go. After our podcast, normal schedule.
We got shit to do. We have a high demand. 117 isn't going unnoticed.
Yeah, exactly.
What's our main topic we want to talk about tonight?
Alright, so the main topic we're going to talk about tonight is just one line and then you can spin off how you interpret it. And that line is, I have mentioned it to Daniel. Oh, you're going to introduce yourself, Daniel. Daniel is an entrepreneur. He is from Perth, Western Australia.
You?
He has a lot more fucking good things about it. But he's nearly a millionaire. He's a self-made, offline quarter-millionaire.
Yeah.
Yep.
$250,000 business.
$250,000 business.
8 years self-employed.
This is true. How many jobs have you had employed, Daniel?
6. And within 6 month period, and I got 5 from all of them. Just, that lifestyle was just not for me.
We should have a tally. I've had 12 or 13 jobs. Asked to leave from every single one.
This job's not suitable for you.
Are you sure you're happy with this?
That's the type of people you are, but some people just can't work for other people.
Yes.
Because they believe the value in themselves is much greater than what they're actually putting out towards another person's dream.
Yep. And we get fucking bored easy.
Very bored.
And me, I like to sleep. So I don't really conform to a 9 to 5 schedule very well when I want to sleep until 11 at some point. I'd rather build a business around that type of lifestyle. Which is what I do.
So when Daniel becomes fully financially free, his main goal is to sleep. He won't go travelling or nothing, he'll just be sleeping.
I'll be sleeping while I'm travelling, thank you.
Hey man, you'll be booking flights all around the world non-stop just so you can be sleeping in the aeroplane. I'm loving it! Sleeping at 45,000 feet!
Imagine your first job just... guys, look, this whole getting here by 9 thing just isn't working out today.
Yeah. No, seriously, it's like, I'll start it. I'll be so motivated that I got a job back in the day. Yeah, I'm there within half an hour early. Give it a week, I'm there 10 minutes early. Give it 2 weeks, I'm 5 minutes late. Within a month, I'm not coming.
Oh shit.
And some bosses, they pick up on that. They don't appreciate it and they fire me.
It's okay.
It's just not, you know.
Look, yeah.
I thank them for that. Give me inspiration to work for myself.
Literally.
But yes, I have built a offline business that does $250,000 per year, and it's servicing the high maintenance industry. It took a long time. It took 8 years to build that. I'm ready to sell it because I'm so fucking sick of it. I'm currently building an online business as well with my partners sitting to the right of me because we work together to build our own independence through using the power of the internet.
Yo.
Very much so the best thing in the world.
Yo.
Sitting to my right is Adam Bass, entrepreneur, Mr. Entrepreneur of WA, also a ladies' man.
That is what they call me.
That's why we've got out of those 55,000 or 54,000 periscopes, 53,000 of those are women aged between 18 and 23.
Tune in to the Man Cave for Adam.
The camera is only on Adam.
Yeah, coincidence or not, he's selling women cream for his entrepreneur.
He's a fucking genius.
He doesn't.
Well guys, I believe
That's women talking to him on Messenger.
thanks for that, Shirley707. Thanks, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you afterwards.
It's inappropriate, Shirley. This is live.
No, I will not take my shirt off, Shirley.
It's not that type of channel. Please tune in next week.
I got a personal show runs after 10:30 p.m.
It's called Chatterbait. It's a different platform.
Still Adam Bass, but...
For those that didn't know about Chatterbait, just found out about it, prepare to have your mind blown.
Please run me through the program, Daniel. I'm not quite familiar either with it.
Basically, think about Periscope but X-rated.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh.
The only way I knew about that, of course, was from my cousin. He told me about it. I never looked at those types of things.
Well, I'm glad we have such a great understanding on these things.
Yeah.
It's all about using your best traits to your advantage to build, to get in your flow.
That's exactly what
And
it's
I
about.
find getting my flow on, it's quite easy with the way I'm,
Genetically built.
not genetically built. I mean,
The way you look. Which is what Anita just said, but it was a more caveman way of putting it.
my flow is pretty powerful at the moment. Whether you take that the right way or the wrong way, let's just not make this like this. But I'm just saying, when you get in flow, you just keep on doing what you're doing, and you love what you're doing, and nothing can stop you.
That's it.
And the more you flow, the more you go, the more you keep flowing. No, I guess.
Yeah. Don't let failure stop you guys. Fail your way forward. That's how it works in life. Don't take failure as something that makes you stop doing what you want to do and stop achieving your dreams. Everyone fucking fails. Listen to all the gurus, they tell you the same thing. I had to fail before I could learn anything that would actually make me succeed at what I wanted to do, Your mind can change consistently. Your mind can change 3 or 4 different times within 1 year. I don't care about what people tell you because of that. It's part of the process, You're constantly evolving, constantly changing, and failure is a big part of that. It's very true, Adam.
It is true.
That's my boy Daniel.
Well, imagine if you got what you wanted straight away anyway. That would be fucking boring.
Exactly.
Would it not?
Who the
I
fuck
want a
wants to
business.
live in that?
Who does? And and the thing is, if you did get it that easily, you wouldn't appreciate the struggle to then appreciate like the money. Like even if you're poor and you work for a business, like if you got $1 million in your first like 3 months, you'd be like, oh, this is fucking sick. Like, but you wouldn't fully understand the struggle of spending 50 grand on your business, which fucking goes into the ground after like 4 years, and you'd be like, it's gonna work, and then it doesn't, and everyone's right, you know? So then when you finally work, then you're not like, let me go out and buy 12 Lamborghinis because I made $1 million in a month. You're like, holy shit, I now understand, because there's life lessons that you learn from it. So you want to like help people or put it into other business structures or that, and there's stuff that you've learned along the way, you know, like, which can't even be explained. It's every individual journey is every individual journey.
Well, you see, most of the, quite a lot of the wealthy guys started off with nothing for a long time.
Well, you have to, otherwise you don't understand the value of money. If I was born rich, I wouldn't give a fuck about having a business or nothing. It's just because the point where you actually do something in life is when you're so fucking frustrated where you're like, I cannot fathom doing this any longer. I will not accept it. And that's when you do something. If you had stuff, you'd be like, yeah, that's just life. But it's just that, it's literally the sheer frustration is when you get shit done. Like, no one's like enjoying their life. Like, I fucking love my job, I get paid, and I love everyone, and oh my god, like, I might just make my own business, and it might just like work. Because it won't work, because you try it, and then you'll be like, oh fuck, I'll just go back to what I like.
Exactly.
The only way it's going to work is when you're so fucking frustrated that you won't accept any less because you can't handle getting up in the morning and having to do that, or just not what you want to do.
Yeah. And that's that. Me and Adam were having that exact same conversation the other night.
Yeah.
I'm at that point, my personal self, where the reason I don't leave my cave is really because I do not leave. I have no choice. I've been trying to be a millionaire since I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
Right? I'm still not there.
Yeah.
And I still don't have financial freedom. I've got freedom of time in that, but not financial freedom the way I want to. And so I'm at that point now where you just do anything and we'll spend all your hours to make the shit happen. And that's the sort of level that you need to get at. You need to have it in, really, you need to have it in your heart, in all your soul to make it happen. To actually, because that's the best point that you said. If you're balanced and you're just like, yeah, maybe not, you know, it depends.
It won't happen.
Yeah.
Because you have other options.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. You know, you got to be committed. You got to put in the time and get over failure. Because you're going to fail, you know. Some people take that as a thing, oh, I'm not good enough to do this, I'm going to stop now. Because they've got that other option.
Yeah, exactly. When you have no other option, your option works.
Yeah.
So I always say, I know there's 2 points in my head. But when you're saying that, like, being a millionaire is the only option, you also have to either love what you're doing or you have to have a higher reason for making the money. Just like money for money's sake.
That was very vague to be a millionaire, definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
money for money's sake is fucking...
Is retarded.
Yeah. Excuse that language.
No, because it's never ending.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
does it end?
Exactly. Like, I've achieved shit like that. I've been, oh my god, when I get there, it's going to be right. And then you get there and it's just like another day. Like, it's just another day you wake up and you're like, oh, true, next goal. Like, you don't even sit there and like, oh wow, I did what I said I was going to do. All right, anyway, up to the next zero, you know?
you don't get comfortable with your success. You always just got to keep moving forward.
Yeah, which is a blessing and a curse because you never fucking get anything that's good enough because nothing is, because once you do, it's not. Yeah. So that's why there's a very fine line between setting long-term goals and not being a complete and utter fucking waste of space, and also living in the moment, which is the hardest thing in the world.
Exactly, like the yin and yang, gotta have that balance.
Exactly.
That's one thing I definitely don't have right now. But it's cool because we're in struggle phase. The way I see it is struggle phase, you know, get to that point where you're comfortable and then work on that balance, you know, like Tim Ferriss says, 4-hour work week. That's exactly what you're talking about. Those principles in 4-hour work week. If you haven't read it, go and read it or listen to the podcast.
I haven't read it.
Go listen to the, you haven't?
No.
Well, that's what you're talking about, Daniel.
I know, right?
Like finding balance is like, I think I was talking about the other day. Because like finding balance, people want to balance. They think I want balance every day to be, you know, have time with my kids, have time to go to work, have time to relax, have time to do things that I love, all in the same day. But it's not realistic for some people. It's not realistic for most people, really, because it's like when you look at the balance, you could be looking at it in like a 90-day sections throughout the year. You get 90 days where you're going to sit your ass down and work like you do in your little man cave and not see sunlight and become a little hermit. But after that 90 days, you've got those next 90 days to go and be free and spend time with your family and the kids, because that success that you've built up over those last 90 days has got you the freedom to do what you want to do next.
Yeah, exactly.
Unintentionally just leashed into the whole topic of this podcast, which was entrepreneurs are not courageous at all.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
you take on that as you please. And Adam has just stumbled across my greatest point.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
My greatest point.
Yeah.
You can elaborate on that then, Nita.
Oh, there's just so much. I wish I had a pen because I'm just gonna forget everything.
Man, it takes an incredible amount of courage. Like, going back to your point about failure, is the biggest thing. Not only failure, because you are going to fail. Get that straight. You're going to fail, and that does something to your personality. You either get up from it or you quit. And not only that, but you've got. If you're a very social person, you're very family orientated, and you've got a lot of friends, you've got your ego and who you think you are and who they think you are is most likely going to be quite strong, and it's going to be big. And so if you try to make any changes in your life, then those people are going to be seeing you and they're going to be reflecting those changes, and people are going to be reacting differently. So for instance, your mum might say, why are you doing that? Or, what's happening?
That's not what you do.
Exactly, that's not what you do.
That.
Yeah. I'll ask you a question. So how's that thing going for you? Is it working?
Is it working?
Yeah, is it working? Oh, it's been 2 weeks. I've failed 16 times in those 2 weeks. How do I explain that to you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to react like that and just take it. For me,
You can't care.
Yeah, I'm introverted as a personality. My personality type is introvert. I don't like to hang around people too long. I like to be on my own, that type of thing. So it's easy for me to cut people off and cut those types of energies out. But if you're not, and you're extrovert and you like people, keep in mind that you're going to have to deal with these energies. And, be prepared. You've got to be courageous. You've got to be courageous to get through it. That's what it's about.
You do. That is a good point.
Oh, yeah.
That's a flip to my point. Yeah. You'd have to learn to not give a fuck about anything and about money in particular.
Exactly.
It's 50-50. But yeah, literally don't give a fuck. But my point of people not being courageous, entrepreneurs aren't courageous, is that I think that we have... No, not really, because I know what I'm trying to say.
Can you give us a definition of what you mean by entrepreneurs aren't courageous? Just so.
Entrepreneurs are not courageous in the sense that, Dave's checking Periscope viewers, we've gone up double.
Yeah.
Hey. Entrepreneurs aren't courageous in the sense of, look, I think that you are going to work for the next 40 years of your life, 9 to 5, doing something you hate for money. You're trading time for money and not a short amount of time, but I'm talking 40 to 60 years. I take my hat off to you because what I have done and what we have done and or plan to do is to smash out work, and it is the hardest thing ever. It is fucking 23 hours working 3 jobs, fucking busting eye vessels, trying to make websites, like crying.
Losing my hair.
Literally.
Is helpful.
Getting up, getting down, getting treated like shit, spending all your money that you've ever made on a dream that every single person who you even try and explain to shuts you down in the first second and tells you a billion reasons why it's not going to work, and the one reason if it did work, why it'd be shit, no one would care. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, but we do that for... I don't know, it depends on your business. I've been doing it for maybe 3 to 4 years or so.
Yeah, but take this second, talk about what you've achieved. The business that you
haven't
built.
Achieved much, not yet.
Bullshit, man. This girl built a business, did over 100K within his first fucking year. She travels the world to different tours for Coachella and Tomorrowland for free, basically. She takes 30 to 40 people around the world who she doesn't even know on the edge of her seat. You're just yeah, man, this is... You got to check out her site, awaketours.com. It's incredible the way she's put it together as well. The content on there is amazing. Check it out. She puts in the time, and she's getting good results as well. So it's inspiration. Follow Anita Bass wherever you find her. Check it out, because whatever she does is going to be sweet. So just check it out. Anyway, sorry about that tangent. Keep going.
Yeah. So that's mine. It's been hard and it's not easy at all, and it definitely is a lot more work than the average 9 to 5, and then I get to fuck off and not think about you for a second.
Temporarily.
It's a lifestyle, which also is why you have to care about it, because I could make $1 million fucking selling bricks, but I would want to smash my face into a wall. No pun intended. Yeah, right? That was
good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But so you do have to love what you do, because you do spend a shit ton of time. But I think you're creative as a person who goes to work 9 to 5 until you are so fucking old you can't even wipe your own ass, right? And you're still hating every day. And you're like, oh, but I get money, I get money. The thing is, I smash out 3 years. What's it been? 3 years. The hardest was when I made my website from scratch. That was 3 months, and I worked for a year to save up and spend all my money on that. But You know, like that. Like fuck, what's that? 1 year, 4 years? Some of you guys go to university for 4 years to do something that you fucking hate anyway, which you're gonna die hating, and be like, I wish I were.
Or go into an industry that's non-existent anymore.
Yeah, exactly, because it's not even like.
Or overpopulated because
go into intensives because all the government saying we need more doctors, we need more nurses. Everyone goes and does it. You get there after 4 years and be like, no, we don't need you anymore.
Yeah, that's what's happening to some of the like online coding and stuff. By the time they graduate in 4 years, it's not even relevant. They have to go and do something else. No one wants it.
And they're in $250,000 debt as
Exactly.
well.
And I went to uni, so it's not like I'm like just fucking drop out of school. I went to uni. It's fucking marketing bullshit. Not all of it. I'm saying if you want to be a doctor or something, you should probably go and study that properly. But
You kind of have to. Do not go and look that shit up on Google and then do brain surgery on your dog, because that will not work.
Yeah. But,
If you do that, put on Periscope and invite us, because I'd be interested in watching.
Yeah. But I did a Bachelor of Business Law, and I learned more from Google and from real life experience than I ever could from a textbook. So a lot, like I'm not just bagging on uni, like, you know, but. Oh, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I think like people just with success as well, people just give up so fucking easily, expecting like if something's so fantastic that you're gonna live every single day of your life loving it and make like $1 million, what makes you think it's gonna come so easy that you can easily give up within the first few months, right? Yeah, anything that you're doing, serve as an apprenticeship. Like apprenticeship for a plumber or something is like 3 to 4 years. If I spent 3 to 4 years, 40 hours a week on fucking one thing, I can guarantee you I would be a millionaire. Like, just that one fucking thing.
Absolutely.
Like, all of us fuck around heaps of shit. Like, if you did even this, you know, skincare or anything, like...
Exactly right, man. That's what
easy. But I guess get too bored. I can't post or something like that. But
that's exactly my point that I'd like to tell people. You know, me as a entrepreneur and network marketer, I was to say, if you were to spend the amount of time you did in the university as you were to building your network marketing company, there's no doubt in my mind you'd be making $1 million even within your first year. You know, there's these people spending 12, 13 hours a day, sometimes in exam time, studying, you know, wrecking their brains. If you put that sort of effort into a network marketing business, literally no doubt you'd be a millionaire within the year.
And the principle is the same, like whether it's network marketing, online business, typical brick and mortar business, you know, people get caught up in this thing where they have an idea, they're good at something, they have this thought about how good it would be to do that full time, and the money, you know, just to do it full time, doing something you're passionate about full time is enough of a good thought. Or doing an online business or network marketing business and getting sold into something where you're seeing someone make $100,000 a month and you're thinking, yes, I want to be there. You know, your mind and your energy is tapping into that thought. But in reality, like you were saying, in reality, to get to that point is like hard work. It's going to take time. And you've got to be prepared to drop from that energy level every single day and build your way back up and find that energy source to spark you, to give you the energy to fucking, yes, I'm going to do this step today towards my goal. And I'm going to do this step every single day until I actually achieve it. That's how you got to keep that energy to keep going.
Of course, and surrounding yourself with the right people is always key.
That's one thing that I've been learning about spending time with these beautiful people over the last few days. You know, spending time with the right people is so important, because not only does it help you process your own thoughts, but sharing ideas lets you see things from other perspectives, and everything grows that much faster.
it actually does.
Yeah, really, it's incredible.
Thought pools. Yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, literally. 23-minute tangent.
23-minute and tangent.
No, but it's very true. It's very, very true. Like, I don't know. People just fucking give up so easily. And it's just like, what the fuck makes you think in your right mind that it would have been that easy? Otherwise, we'll be rolling around in like Rolls Royce and shit, and like, is that even
and don't get us wrong, we're not sitting on a pedestal. Like, I still do that now. I still do that, but I'm very aware of it, and I will do it less now, often, very, very much less.
Yeah.
But I will still do it every now and then. But I'll catch myself and I'll be like, okay, I'm a fucking idiot. I did it again. And then I'll be like, okay, I failed at that or whatever. But I'm still gonna, you know. And then you just keep at it.
Yeah.
So we're not sitting from a pedestal. We still make mistakes. We've made these mistakes in our past. You know, we've been doing this for years. It's probably like 12 collectively years of entrepreneurship here. You know what I mean? So we can say that.
Yeah.
We're not. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah. So.
Literally. But yeah, you have nothing to lose, I guess. Like, if You know, if you want to do something and then you don't do it, you're going to be in the same position anyway. If you do something and you fail miserably, you're just in the same position, you know? I have that conversation with people all the time. Like, they're just like, I want to start my business, it's going to cost me $1,000. Like, $1,000? For one, as I was saying, I've probably spent like 20 to 50 grand, don't want to count, but it's all good fun. I honestly don't even care because it's something I love. It's like not the worst way to lose money. But yeah, I remember speaking to someone who's like, yeah, but my business, like, it's going to take $1,000 to start up. And I was like, well, what are you saving up for anyway? Let me guess, a house or a car? Because that's all you fucking need to save up for, house, car, or holiday. And don't get me wrong, I'm not, you know, if your child has like cancer or something, it's not, it's like, why are you being such a little bitch? Like, you know, be realistic.
I'm talking like on average.
Yeah,
average.
on average.
Not extremities.
Yeah,
It would
exactly.
go for too long if we were to do that.
Yeah, be too considerate. But yeah, and I was just like, well, your fucking house loan is going to cost you, you know, like 42 years. What the fuck is 43 years? If you save every single penny this year, so you've made 50 grand, and you spend 50 grand on a business and you fail miserably, who cares? Because one, I can guarantee you 100% you're going to learn so many more lessons that I couldn't even tell you or explain to you. And you won't regret it, I can guarantee you that. And two, like, if you're 84 or 85 and, you know, your house gets paid, you're like, oh, wait till I'm 86. Like, you're not going to care. Like, you're really not. So, like, what have you got to lose? And if all fails, like, you know, I hate my accounting degree, you're just going to go back to that shitty whole accounting degree that you fucking hate and carry on the path that you were going to carry on anyway. So you may as well, because why not? And money is numbers, you know?
And I'm sure everyone's heard this before, but I'm going to say it again. The number one regret that anyone has on their deathbed, there's been studies into this, is I did not take enough risk in my life. That's the number one regret that everyone has before they die. Really. So.
I guarantee I won't have that regret.
Give me either.
You know,
Fuck, why did I do that?
Literally.
Way too many things.
unless maybe one of the risks was like going jumping off a cliff or something and they fucked up. Yeah, that's probably a risk they probably didn't want to take. But you know, if it did, you know,
That wouldn't work. So.
Yeah, I mean,
If it did work,
that would suck.
if it did work, it'd probably be one of the greatest things that ever happened to them in their life. But that's a risk you take. Whether it's just a bit more risky, as if you had to take another risk where you weren't risking your own life.
Exactly.
Risk.
And guys, there's always that hump in anything you do. You fail a little bit, fail a little bit, fail a little bit, and then when you come out of that failure, or come out of that doing, and you look back at yourself, you say, wow, I've grown a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually learned a lot, and I've gained so much experience, and now I'm changed.
Yeah.
And that's, feed off that energy.
Of course.
Feed off that, because that's always
No
there.
money value. And you meet so many people.
Exactly.
I don't even know what type of person I'd be if I wasn't introduced to network marketing or, you know, this sort of lifestyle.
Well, it's a fantastic product.
Adam's losing his fish. Watch as I get rid of Daniel's black hives. From being in his man cave every day.
But seriously,
But seriously, if you want to check out something crazy, go to stemcelltech.global because that shit will blow your mind. I hate facial products, but that shit actually made me watch.
Daniel almost brought a tear to his eye when he thought that this was possible.
When you told me it was 30% commissions, that got me excited as well. That's where the tears came from. But I was excited from the video.
Oh, God, Daniel. We've been in this man cave
That's what
too long.
provoked the
That's what unleashed the floodgates of tears. The money. No. We're not money hungry, guys. I know it might sound like we are, but fuck.
Money means it's a principle, it's a journey.
Yeah. It's
Money is a vehicle to help more people.
you fucking know. Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. And it's a vehicle of freedom.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
It's your freedom and everyone else's freedom around you.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, people say you're selfish because you got so much money. Maybe if you're an asshole and don't do anything for anyone, then you could be a bit selfish. But they're those sort of people that have always been given everything to them in their life and they don't understand what it's like to help others. But when you do have a genuine person that grows themselves from scratch, from living hard, and then they know what it's like to live that way, then they have abundance of wealth. They're the most awesome people because they're the ones giving to charities, helping everyone around them, making sure everyone, you know, who's struggling in their families is doing all right.
And Tony, there's so many stories like that. Tony Robbins is a massive one.
Absolutely.
You hear his story and what he come from. And look at the powerhouse that he is now.
How many mouths is he feeding? Like 375,000 starving children.
I think it's in the millions now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really.
Well, I was a bit wrong there. There you go.
Yeah.
So Tones?
Really, he's
Tones
incredible.
taking it to new level.
Because what you're saying, man, people sometimes, the ones that hit rock bottom, like almost suicidal levels, when they bounce back and they make a commitment to something.
It's frustration because you're dead anyway.
Exactly what we were touching on before, you know?
Yeah.
You've got to have no choice in life.
Yeah.
Like David Wood as well, he's living in a van, hated his life. You know, you see, he just made a decision to turn around because he had no choice.
So my David Wood or David Wood?
That was my one that lived in a van.
Two David Wood's motivational speakers.
David Wood, who
Yeah.
Two on that Periscope.
He's not the one from Canada.
David Wood?
Yeah.
Not the one that you've seen in person.
There's two.
I would like to see him though.
Yeah.
I'm still not even going to watch
Yours
him.
is an older one, Adam.
Yeah, so
He's network marketer. This David Wood is the one who did Empower Network.
my David Wood does powerful speeches as
Yeah,
well.
man.
But
After you told me about him, I watched a few videos.
he was also like on the drugs, heavy drugs, bad family problems, living out of home at 16, living on roofs and everything. But he always had the commitment.
Living on roofs?
He literally, he was a guy.
What?
Why would you do that?
He was a cat.
Why would you live under a tree?
He was basically homeless, but he slept on the roof because he was too ashamed for people to see him living homelessly.
No, that's
So-
dangerous.
So,
though.
why is it more dangerous? At least you can't get found on a roof by
What if
some
you're having
man.
a nightmare or something? You roll off the roof.
Yeah, it's okay.
Rather
okay.
than like a bus or a homeless shelter.
It could be a flat roof.
It could be. I hope for his sake it's a flat roof, but in Canada the roofs are really steep usually, so the snow
cold.
slides
Yeah.
right
It's
off.
usually cold as hell
It's
too.
cold as hell, so he had an agreement with himself. I'm not
David Wood now hates us, by the way. It's like shitting on his story now.
He dumb.
We love you, man. We're giving you a shout out. We love
David
you.
Wood is the legend of the legends. He made an agreement with himself not to spend any money until he had a job, and he tried everything, did everything he could, and now he's a multi-millionaire. Story that we'll go into another time, but
Grab that money.
grab that money. Even if it's, visualize that money and grab that money in your dream. But
We're in a digital age. It's floating above your heads. Just grab it. It's a digital age, guys. It's everywhere.
you'll be waking up with your hands in the air, realising you just woken up from a dream, grabbing the money. That's how
when
bad.
you know you listen to us.
That's how bad you want it. Otherwise, you want it that badly. You haven't even gone to sleep like Daniel, and you just wake up hallucinating about money in the air, and you're just grabbing it.
Go back to my computer at 16 in the morning till 8 and just be like, I'm going to go sleep.
Literally, this man was up for like 74 hours just on his computer. Days have passed without even looking out the window.
Oh, man. No, when you're passionate about something, you know, I love this stuff, to be
the
honest.
man cave.
Oh, mate. It's
The
best.
Peri-cast.
Yeah. There's no other option.
How many followers you got Periscope now, Daniel? Have a look.
I think we're hitting 6 digits, eh?
Are we?
I don't even know if there's
Sorry.
6 digits on Periscope.
Flip the camera.
Oh, everyone on Periscope, there's a bit
Everyone, that's baby Josh.
Oh, there's Karina. That's Anita's sister on the left there. That's our cousin and my brother.
Camera around. Okay, there we are again.
How many Periscope has gone out?
Millions, yep.
Where are all you people? I understand it's probably night time in America.
Nope, it's
No.
actually 9 a.m.
9 a.m. You're probably on your way to work.
No, you got 59,000 now.
But all you Americans
Shout out,
smoking your
Travis.
dope on the couch, you should be watching this right now. If you're lucky, I might have some. No. Don't
Josh showed
smoke
them the
it.
fat joint that you got wrong.
Look at that.
That's
what you call a joint.
That's what you call someone who doesn't smoke weed rolling on a joint.
This thing is the size of my head.
I was like, oh, roll you a joint.
No, literally, it's 4 papers stuck together.
750 bags later. How much did you put
It's
in?
actually not weed. I went around the back and got some grass clippings.
And you was checking the stock market.
Sorry guys, there's a bit of a tangent there. That's what kept me awake for so long last night.
Share market.
Forex is an interesting strategy. After seeing this guy who makes $70,000 in one day,
Possible.
every day for the 10 days that I stayed next door to him in an apartment in Koh Samui, I've been intrigued.
Struck a
It kind of does
picture.
intrigue you.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
What's more intriguing though, he only made that much money because he had $1 million in his account because he was managing it for a guy in Europe. But the fact was, he had multiple trades in one row without losing. He did not lose his trades. That is the main key. He never lost any money. He always made money.
What did you train? Who's he trained by?
Trades. Oh, trades.
He was trained.
He was trained.
He trained himself.
I'm not sure exactly. Didn't get into that conversation.
You're just too stuck up about the money.
He used to manage big funds in Europe, but he ended up just going to work for himself and took one of their clients, I think, or I shouldn't say that. I don't know, it's going to be a podcast, but.
You just
No,
edit
we
that.
didn't get to that after he said $70,000.
Yeah.
What?
So.
We'll edit that bit out just like the joints making part.
But like I said, yeah, Forex is incredible.
So, what about the goals people set for themselves?
What about him?
Realistic goals.
To be happy.
Oh, that's too
number
broad.
one. That's number one. That's the only reason to be alive.
Get
Happiness.
specific with your goals, people.
You be happy, but you can say you be
happy.
happy, but what's going to make you happy?
Exactly. Narrow it down until you get to the point where what do I need to do fucking 3 minutes from now
Yeah.
to make the first step to take 20 steps in the future, you know? To get to that point with your goal setting, have that big vision for sure. Happiness, of course.
Listen to the Peri-cast.
Listen to the Peri-cast, that's where it's at, peoples.
Periscope, Man Cave, and the love for Daniel's Nando's.
Fuck, I love Nando's.
Daniel's an app maker, and his soccer team or football asked him to make an app for them. And as a little side thing, he put a map of all the closest Nando's to wherever you were in his soccer team's app.
That took an hour and a half of my time, right? So it took a bit of time, but it was fun. It was
No
good
commission
for a
from
laugh.
Nando's, I don't even know you. Like,
No,
it's just necessary for the boys to
Just-
know.
just did it mainly for myself to find the nearest Nando's after a game.
Or if we
Yeah,
were
you
playing home or away game.
You don't know whether we're going to be stuck in the middle between two Nando's and you want to know which one's closer.
Yeah, exactly right.
You even got like traffic conditions on the way to Nando's, you got stoplights, how long it's going to take, road works in progress.
That's it.
You know the exact time it's going to take. You even pre-order your Nando's on that motherfucking app.
That was good, man. I love Nando's.
If you didn't get that,
Yeah.
Daniel loves Nando's.
I do love Nando's.
Imagine the abundance of Nando's you can get once you're financially free, Daniel. You could,
I'm going to buy my
you
Nando's.
could buy your...
I've looked into it,
350,000. Yeah. And I'm going to make it break even because I don't care if it makes money as long as it doesn't give me headaches. I have like 15 managers. and then I'll have a gold card for all my friends that they can just go and eat as much Nando's as they want.
I hope I'm your friend, Daniel.
And my cousin, you get a platinum card.
What's
You
that
get
mean?
sexual pleasures while you eat. Yeah.
Yes, foot massage, sexual pleasures. Okay, we'll keep it that.
Yeah, foot massage is exactly what I meant.
Yes.
Exactly what comes to mind. Sexual pleasures. What is is it platinum? Is it the one we can eat anyone in the world?
Platinum.
Yeah.
There is a card like that, isn't
They
there?
give it to like celebrities or something.
Yeah.
I can't
What the
remember.
fuck do they? Yeah, okay.
I should give one to Mike. He's got a tattoo on his.
No, there's one where if you eat at every single Nando's in the world, you get a card that you can eat at anyone ever for free.
Fuck, you'd want one. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and then I looked up like how many there were, and I was like, I don't think you'd even want to eat Nando's after
And
that.
it's like 73,000 Nando franchises.
It's their marketing plan. What do you reckon? There's 1,500 different locations. After they eat at this many different Nando's, they will not want to eat more than $300 worth of Nando's for the rest of their life. So this is
Literally,
$300.
yeah.
And imagine how much exposure we're going to get for this.
Give them this gift certificate for $150.
Yeah.
How long are we running this thing for?
6 hours.
The Peri-man
yeah.
knows no time. Peri-man.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Peri Nando scope.
We haven't even got out the drums yet.
Test.
Shaman.
Oh yeah, guys, stay tuned for the next 6 hours.
We'll be here.
We pretty much covered every single topic we need to cover for the next 5,000 podcasts.
We can elaborate on any of them.
We can elaborate on any single topic that we brought up tonight. You know, we could do a 2 hours elaboration. We'll have that shit down packed.
This is 117. Special.
When we get 200 guys, you will have a lucky surprise. It will involve Free product for everyone.
Yeah, what is it called? Instantly ageless. We'll get you in the man cave. Put that shit on your eyes and prove it to the world. How well that product works.
Everyone loves making promises which are unobtainable and
if you'd like a free sample, go to Global Tech. What's it called? Stem Cell Global. No, Stem Cell Tech Global.
Yeah, stemcelltech.global. You created it, Daniel.
Yeah. I create a lot of things. My brain fucking forget sometimes. So I'm gonna keep track of things.
The master creator, Daniel.
That was epic last. Do you know we smashed out some like real progress last night,
I know, I was saying that we made the whole entire website from scratch.
and it was live. We created a Twitter account. We've got 300 people we followed. We've already had 10 visitors to that page.
Have we?
Yeah.
Well, there you go, people. And one subscriber, which was myself.
That got me excited and then pissed me off.
Wait, did you get like an email notification?
Yeah.
I just had to test it, and I was waiting for the reply from Daniel.
That's
Yeah,
so
fuck
funny.
you. You bastard.
Yeah, but Daniel.
I was like halfway through ringing you. I was like, oh.
Oh,
my god.
it's just me. So the system works, though.
Oh yeah, the system works, but we'll see if it converts. But the good thing about lead pages, if you want to, you can actually split test different web pages real easily, like different landing pages, and see which one converts the best.
Oh yeah?
Daniel, apparently
That's the power of that platform. See.
there are ways of giving free samples, but it's for the serum. It's a different thing.
Okay,
It's like a 30-day trial serum. But
that's interesting. Is there a sign-up thing on it?
I think so. I think so. So we can maybe find a way to send out free samples on that. But it's not as instant. And that's for another time.
It is. Different platform. Our recording stopped.
The important point was we took action.
And we failed forward.
We failed forward.
You didn't really fail, yeah?
No, not yet. Well, we're going to. It's most likely that web page won't convert. Fuck, no visitors at all.
Well, you did just do it as a bit of a fuck.
Okay, now
But it looks good.
It does look
we
good.
did spend a bit of money on the website and the picture that we bought.
Yeah, we
How
did.
much has it been?
What did we spend?
Well,
We actually, those domains were quite costly. So I ended up buying 2 good ones.
Yeah, stemcelltech.clinic and then stemcelltech.global.
I actually think Stem Cell Tech Global is going to be worth money in the future.
Yeah.
And I would definitely be able to get my money back for that. That's my theory on it, and that's what made me buy it.
Yeah.
It got me over that line. Sometimes you've got to tell you things and sell things like that so that you can get over the line and get your credit card out.
Which I
It's going to trick your brain.
Daniel's pretty good at that.
Yeah, I smashed it. So we spent, it was about $60 on domains,
Yeah. And then
and
you paid.
then $65 for the picture. It was $130.
$65 for the photo.
Yeah.
But that allows us to buy another
Oh yeah, so we got credits to buy a few more.
Yeah, they don't allow you to buy just one picture. They'll make you buy enough credits to buy at least 65 pictures that you'll probably never end up using.
It wasn't even, it was only 10.
Oh, well, there you go. That was worth the picture. We got that picture for life, Daniel.
Maybe. We'll soon see the conversion rates. But I was quite impressed with it.
I'll be
Oh,
using
the
it.
website looks good.
Yeah, I thought so. But we'll definitely do some redesigns on it. I wasn't able to today because I had to go to cleaning and draining my balls, my mind. Yeah. So,
And you find that
Did you get on roofs?
no. Working on the computer.
At least you have to respect it though.
Yeah, exactly.
It allows you
but
to-
I'm so over it.
Yeah.
So over it. I've had enough.
I'm just done with the concept.
Yeah, it's just, it works. I could make it into $1 million business if I really wanted to over the next 4 years, but it's just like, nah. I just do not want to. There's no
I get that.
excitement.
Yeah.
Money's alright, but if you,
The money's really good for like, you know,
for that type of business, there's so much potential to
just
make
for the
it
fact
bigger.
you can work for yourself by doing gutter cleaning business. That's something not to be overlooked.
Yeah, and not just work for yourself as in you go out and clean the gutters and that shit.
Yeah.
I don't.
But you don't do anything. You have employees. No one will ever like. Not no one. A lot of people will never even do that in their life. Have a business when they can literally do nothing all week and make enough money to live.
Here's
So it's not to be overlooked.
Work from home, do whatever.
Pierce Dane is also selling drugs with the amount of SIM cards he's purchased in the recent years. Wow.
Them on the Periscope. See the 55,000 people. The stealth
This
show.
is what you want when you were trying to get Instagram.
Instagram and Twitter, yeah, that's where it's at.
How many have you got here? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Another one of my Instagram accounts got shut down.
Really? Mine got stopped today, but I just restarted it.
Mine just straight out get shut down. Are you putting comments out or not?
No, I started today and did get shut down,
But your comments are going out or, as well as.
I haven't checked since.
But your settings are they?
No, right. It's just been follow.
And that's it. And you still build a following like that.
Definitely more so.
Really?
Following definitely.
And you're definitely more likely to get picked up as a spam account if you're using comments.
Comments, yeah. Stick to follow and like.
I'm definitely going to do that. I'll try that. We're going to create. I'm going to create accounts.
Comments aren't very. Sometimes depends how you do it.
Yeah, but it's not worth the risk.
It depends what you're selling and shit as well. I've never had any account shut down blatantly.
I didn't even get a warning.
What, you just went to log in, it wasn't there, it doesn't exist. So you just can't do anything with it no more.
It says this account has been shut down for violation of terms and conditions.
Right. Can you not reset the password and shit?
No.
Wow.
It's just been shut down.
It must be cracking down on it.
That's what it's been all over the forums, and in my little tribe they talk about the same thing, that things were cracking down.
Well, it would be.
Of course, I'm always at the fucking arse end of shit.
Of any single finger.
Oh, it's so gay, man.
You'd be ahead of.
It's so annoying.
It would be though, because
You have to be ahead of these trains, Daniel.
Oh yeah, usually said and done sometimes.
You'd be in front of the squeeze.
there's like a million billion like in like Asia, like preset Indian type companies like like give us $100, we give you an account with 7 million likes, and they just literally have like 1,000 million computers just commenting, liking, and all this shit on like autopilot. So obviously gets to a stage where people are getting so annoyed they're not using Instagram, and that makes Instagram look shit.
Oh, definitely. It's like Facebook, and any Google, Facebook.
YouTube.
And once they get popular, business starts to go into it, and
Yeah.
they're going to come up with countermeasures to that.
It's crazy, yeah. Anything that gets popular, even if it's like a fun thing, always
People work out how to make money from it.
exactly. Always businesses take over, and you don't realize unless you like think into it. That was like Snapchat when I was like, it's just blatantly a fun thing. How could it not be? And then I started seeing all this shit, and I was like, oh my god, this is like, for one, like the best and easiest. Like, you know, way of marketing. It's like TV, you pay 10 grand for an ad.
Oh,
Here,
yeah.
I can stream whatever I want, and you can make it personal, you can create a connection, it can be fun, it can be funny, like, it's retarded. Like, yeah, I was like, why are all these like...
So powerful, though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like Periscope, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Even Instagram's powerful as hell.
Yeah,
You can put videos on Instagram.
yeah.
They're not
Instagram's
long,
like in your face, you know, like, so people don't realise the magazines and shit, them days are done. Like, you open up a magazine, like, you pay like $700 for that one ad, which hopefully someone will pick up that from a fucking magazine stand and buy it and look at your ad enough to buy something.
Yeah.
That costs you so much. Or you can get an Instagram account and you can just smash photos every single day, and these people don't have to stumble across it. It's in their face, because that's all people do is sit on their phones. Is that just free advertising and free money? What, you know, like days of physical anything are gone.
You could definitely leverage the internet.
For sure. It's crazy.
Communication channels that we have at our fingertips is unbelievable. Guys, when it comes to marketing and business, this is all you need to know.
Get on that.
You need to have, but you need to have an audience, and you need to have something that they want, and a system to sell it to them. That's it. You can either tap into a business that already has that system and leverage it and sell that to an audience, or you can create your own, which is obviously a lot harder and take more time. But either way, have an audience that wants what you are selling and sell it to them. And using things like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, these are ways that you can create an audience very easily and very quickly, especially with Twitter and Instagram. Like, there's just strategies that you can use to just build massive audiences. Now, I've been using a Twitter account for 2 weeks. I've already got an audience of 1,500 people that I know are in my industry. They're in my niche. They're interested in what I'm talking about. And I get leads, on a daily basis from these people that are putting in their details to learn more about what it is that I do. So it's like it's extremely powerful, guys.
Cutting time and all the bullshit, they're coming to you in a sense. If they're interested, they'll respond. Instead of you door knocking, I guess.
Exactly.
Do you want to see what I've got to say? It's good in that way. If you're going to get rejected, you don't have to hear about it.
Exactly.
Like, if they don't like what you want, it's like, fuck off. It's just like, I just won't click on that. I won't go to them. And people, they come to you. Sorts out the bullshit. Basically.
And if you want to take it to the next level, once you've got that audience and you've got that product, every product is a niche. If you're in the travel niche, you're in the beauty niche, everything is a niche, right? And within that niche, people are interested in the same things most of the time. So once you've built that audience, give them content. Talk to them about things that they're interested in. Give them value. Teach them things that they wouldn't know, but they'd be interested in. And that's how you build rapport. And you're going to bring them back to your profile page, and they're going to be more likely to engage with you and either purchase a product or join your mailing list and eventually purchase a product. And that's really the core of building any business when it comes to online. And any business in general, really. And
you'd be surprised how much how much you know, which you think is just common knowledge, which isn't.
Yeah.
Like, even just the stupidest little things, like people will say, like, what's that? I'm like, don't you know? But then I remember, like, back to a fucking time when, like, I literally had no idea about anything. Like, even, like, stuff, I don't know, like, even, it's just crazy.
It's easy to forget.
Yeah, like, and you just assume, like, even, like, when I travel stuff, like, where countries even are, or, like, where, like, just stupid stuff about Facebook marketing.
How to build a website. Something as simple to me, which is simple as hell, to buy a domain.
Yeah.
So simple.
If
but
you get
if
when
you
you
ask most
started.
people, like, they've got no clue how to get started with that. I know that's technical.
Yeah.
But it's just an example of what,
Yeah.
what
You do
you're
get
saying.
ignorant to the fact that what you know because you're so involved in it.
Yeah.
Like, and I just assume that everyone knows, and I just talk, and there's so much value in just, like, overlooking everything, I guess, like.
Exactly. And like, not only do you have your own personal storage of knowledge inside your own head of your own personal experiences, but we've got access to things like Google, StumbleUpon, Pinterest, all these Google News. You can find so much information, like things like Twitter, where the whole point of these platforms is just to syndicate information and knowledge about your industry. So just tap into that, learn something new, and regurgitate it. Most of it's all set up so that you can just share those posts and those articles anyway. So, there's no excuses really when it comes to sharing knowledge.
So many words.
No, I can't believe it.
I don't know if my phone's it's probably gonna die.
Can't handle the excitement.
This is 51 minutes. I hope this is recording. 117. Big 117 podcast from the Peri Lab. The Peri Lab.
The Peri Lab.
The Peri Lab.
I like that.
The Peri Lab with a Periscope. They were doing free advertising for Periscope.
Perilab.com.
Peri Lab. For the man cave.
You can sell that.
Peri Lab.
Perilab.com.
So the Peri sauce.
It's almost Nando's as well, so that's exciting.
That's where I'm going. Bit of you.
Took me a while to pick up what you're putting down, but I'm there.
I got there. I eventually got there.
I got it.
Peri Lab from the man cave.
From the man cave.
From the man cave. How often do you leave the man cave during the day? It is important that you go outside and get some.
Yeah, I mean, like.
That's not actually important to me. So.
I mean, like, I get up, I have breakfast, I have a shower, and then I'm back in here. And then I'll get up, I'll have to, because I drink a lot of water during the day, I drink about a litre every 2 hours, so I have to do a urination every now and then. So every 2 hours I go for a shishi.
Mm-hmm.
By lunchtime, about 12 to 1, I'll have some dinner, some lunch. Then I'm back in here. And then it's at that point of the day where I start thinking, do I have anything to do tonight? And then I start to talk myself out of training so that I can work more. So
Soccer
and boxing. But I went boxing tonight, so I'm proud of myself.
Where'd you go?
Down in Freo, I had my wallet stolen. Leave my man cave, and that's the shit that happens. So I'm just not going to leave, man. I'm just going to stay here. Fuck it.
Very loud.
It's a scary world out there.
It is a scary world, isn't it?
Just trying to vent to get your stuff stolen. But if you do, you should go for a run. That's long. Go for a run.
No, I know. Blah, 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 blah. But I want to train. I will train. I am training. into it.
Yeah, it's hard once you start.
Oh, man.
It's the worst.
It's the toughest.
It's the toughest. We don't hate puss.
No, we don't.
I wish say words, and then people are so politically correct these days.
Yeah.
Like, you just say it's more about intention to me.
Yeah.
Like, you don't say that with the intention of, you know?
Oh, look, when there's 55,000 people watching us, if we piss off a few, to be honest, I don't really care.
How can you please everyone? You know, if I could, I'd run for president. Like, what a coincidence. 50
I got massive respect for those people.
What?
Could you imagine how hard it would be
To run for president?
to please 350 million people? I don't even know if that was what the United States population is, but I'm guessing it's around that mark.
Shit, man.
You know, different ethnicities, different thoughts,
Yeah.
different beliefs, different religions. How do you keep all those people happy? This is just bullshit. It's not even possible.
You can't. Like,
You
everyone, like...
It's more like 3.5 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People...
Well, in the world, it's like 6, 7 billion. So it's even more important. How do you keep it around? You can't.
You can't. And people don't understand that. It's like, fuck you, this is wrong. But like, how the... Like, you know, what? Like, if there was someone who, like, happened to make every fucking person happy, like, oh my god, like, what part do you think? Yeah.
Oh, don't say that too loud, because the Christians would call him the Antichrist.
Dun, dun, dun.
We just lost all our Christian viewers. I'm sorry about that.
Like, you piss them off, even though we're Christian, Catholic, everything. Like,
Yeah.
you can't be everything.
Well,
It is.
you could be. Oh, I'll never forget the day I watched, and it was at my grandfather's house, and he put this DVD on. I watched it on TV or something,
Yes.
and it was literally a panel of 3 people sitting down, Christians.
Yeah.
Again, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on Christians, but we're just talking about this. They were talking about how things are getting so bad now, people are changing towards the Satanism and going against God.
Yeah.
And then to further their point, they cut to a scene of these protesters that have got signs of peace, signs of, you know, against war and unity and peace and love.
Yeah.
And they're like, these are the pilgrims that are creating this movement against God. And you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
what the fuck? They're literally trying to stop people from killing each other, trying to spread the thought and message of love.
Yeah.
And literally they're like, no.
Because it's against God, because it's against one thing or everything.
Yeah, they call it paganism.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's just ridiculous, eh?
it's sad in a way, but again, we just definitely just pissed a lot of people off saying that, but fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, everyone has to...
Well, we're from there.
Yeah, you're never going to hear
You
someone
don't
like...
hate on anything, you know?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
hate nothing.
No, exactly. I'm the same.
It's just an assumption of how ridiculous people are.
Yeah, but you can have opinions on some things and have a healthy debate as well, but the only problem is most of the time, especially back in the old days, they'd fucking burn you or kill you for having an opinion, if you're on the wrong side of religion.
It's because belonging to a group or something is a sense of like identity, like type thing. Like, this is my group, this is your group. Same as like footy or soccer club. It's the exact same fucking thing. They just don't realise it. Not taking away from religion, saying it's like footy, but it is in the sense of, it gives you a sense of belongingness, which makes you feel like you're not alone in this world, which is like
Just the typical pack mentality.
exactly.
Like,
It's not weak, but it's a weak mentality. A stronger person is a person who accepts that they are, I guess, alone and deals that accordingly. But it is good, obviously, to be part of the community and a thing.
oh, don't get me wrong. Like you've been to a Christian church recently, you said, and
Yeah.
you know, the energy, and I've been as well, and the
It's
energy
awesome.
there is great. And I don't like going to Catholic church, but I go to keep the tradition up with my dad every Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, because the energy there are good messages within
Yeah.
all the bullshit.
But that's
you know?
part of it as well. What people don't realise, and what that mine's better than yours. If you actually sat back and picked the key parts, it's all the exact fucking same thing, from like spiritualism, Buddhism, fucking Allah,
everything.
rah,
Yeah.
Christian,
You've got
Catholic.
extremes of both religions.
Yeah.
You've got, you know.
Every person wants love, peace, and happiness. That is it. Like, and you're like, my love, peace, and happiness is better than yours. I'm gonna fucking kill you. So that just takes away from the whole entire fucking thing that you're trying to achieve. So, but ours is better, not yours. And people just don't like. And it's just gone on and on and on forever. And no one's ever actually sat back and like been like, why are we like this? And actually ever fucking thought about it. And it's just absolutely.
Well, they killed everyone that said that they gave that opinion.
Yeah. and
Blasphemy.
Goodbye. It's just fucking ridiculous because it's like
They used to burn women at the stake for fucking picking herbs and making teas out of it to get rid of your headaches.
Why?
any kind of natural remedies that they called witchcraft, but actually before modern medicine came around, that's all you had. You had to go to nature and get things that helped you because they learned that from the animals. That's how it worked. And now those base ingredients are used in pharmaceutical drugs where they make billions of dollars. But before that happened, it was just pagans that got burnt at the stake, the women that got burnt at the stake.
It's ridiculous, eh?
Think about that. That wasn't even that long ago, you know what I mean? Like, that to have something go to that level is like, what the fuck?
It's a bit full on.
That's intense.
It's just people not being thoughtful, mindful. If you actually sat back and thought about it, it would be so, like, you know, like, I don't know. It's just ridiculous, like the fact, like, you know, like even Catholics and Christians, like we're Catholic, like Mum did, like we go to a Christian church because like there's not one of us. Like, what the fuck? Like it's not even like I'm like going like Jew or something. Like, but even just like white, if you know, and that's when I was just like, you say you love and appreciate and accept everyone because that's what God wants, but you only love and appreciate everyone and when it's someone you want to love, accept and appreciate. Exactly. When it's anything outside of that, you fucking don't. And if you just sat back and actually thought about what you were actually saying, it's just ridiculous, and you just like, instead of getting angry, maybe even understand where or why people are coming from, where or why they like grow up in different cultures, religions and aspects type thing. How can you expect them to think the same? Think like no one comes from a place of wanting to do bad shit. Like say like when you get in a taxi and a girl in Australia gets raped by a man, that's obviously fucking disgusting. But when you grow up, we're like, okay, I'm just saying taxi drivers, this is racist. But yeah, I'm not saying the country, but yeah, their religion from where these people come from is if you wear anything that's like above your knee or not covering your legs, you want to get raped. It's not like you're like a slut or a bad person, but you're asking them to fuck you. So if you get in a taxi after a Saturday night and you're wearing fuck all clothes, they like, even though they should do their research before they fuck up their country and make
no excuses, guys. This is not an excuse.
Yeah. But you know, like it's just a very extreme example.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, like to them, like they're not doing it bad. Like the people who like blew up. Obviously, there's some people who are like psychotically are evil, but majority, 99% of people I'd like to think aren't evil. Like, and even the people who like blew up the Twin Towers and all these suicide bombers, they weren't like, I am a shit person, I want to rain shit on the world. They were like, I'm doing this for my God. Because when I grew up, I believed in this. These people don't believe in it.
Well, their families might have been killed by all the bombs that rained down on their cities. From the States.
And they were like, we're sick of it. Right. Exactly. They didn't have like malice in their heart from day one. Like, I'm a shit person, so fuck you. Like, everyone comes from a different place, culture, religion. You can't expect everyone to fucking think the same because you fucking don't. Like, and it's just. Yeah. And this all stem from. Where did it stem from?
No.
You saying, all our Periscope viewers that we offended. Well, we've lost a couple, but the fuck, we still got plenty.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. So to build on that point about, like for instance, you gave that example of your mum and the reaction that you get. I get the same reaction from dad as well, right? And really, to me, the prime reason for that is because of religion back in the day used to be government.
Yeah.
Right? And government is used to, yes, it's used to help you, but it's also used as a form of control.
Regulate.
Exactly. Control the masses, right? And that's what the church used to do, because they used to be the government. And the way they used to get control, instead of using rules like the government does now, is they used to use fear. And so they would tell stories about the devil. They'll tell stories about...
It's all good. Still plenty of viewers.
Oh, that's actually better. Now we can see the bottom left corner.
Cool. Alright, continue down.
Yeah, they used to use fear to control the masses.
Yeah.
And so that's rubbed off onto the people now that are dedicated followers, that they're just so scared to do anything else, or they just take it as gospel, the word. And if you go anything above or change from that at all, you're going to hell, basically.
It's just ridiculous, eh? It's just like something that's just being drummed and repeated over and over and over again to the point no one's actually ever sat back and be like, why do I think this, or what does this mean? Which is when I step back. Because I did the same too in church every Sunday until I just actually reassessed what I was being, you know? But it's all good lessons. Like, you learn shit from it and you take away, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. But when people take it, as the pack mentality and say...
Or try to shut someone else down, or or make someone else as evil because they're not like you. You know what I mean? Like that, to me, is wrong.
But that goes against what the religion is.
Yeah.
God accepts and loves everyone.
Yeah, apparently.
But fuck you if you don't go to my church.
Yeah.
And even within their own churches. Like, say, I know, like, Christian churches and that when you leave one Christian church, they disown you as a person because you're no longer there. It's like, even if you move area or if it's just more convenient for you.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know, or if you, like, date someone and have to go, like, somewhere else, like, you can't date them anymore. And then you both get disowned from the church. Like, you know, hanging around, Adam Snapchatting our Periscoping. Yeah. And it's just, like, how fucking ridiculous is that? Like, to the point, just sit back and think about what you're doing. We love everything, but fuck you. Our love is more than yours. Your God is not. Why don't, just fucking accept it. It's like, if every single person, like, how strong you are about your faith, every single person is about their faith, and they accept no other. Wouldn't it be so bizarre to think that maybe you're all right, or maybe, like, you know, like, if they think you're so wrong for believing in, like, Buddhism or something, and they're the only, like, right one being Christian type thing, you know.
There's so many different religions.
This is a real quite topic change.
Yeah.
Bit of a tangent. We're
Wait,
up to
usually
one.
what happens in life, like, especially with me and Dad, like any conversation, go back to religion. Doesn't matter what it is.
We're up to 1 hour and 5 minutes. I think.
It's 10:30 at night. It's almost 7:30.
I know we could talk days about this.
It's a wrap.
Say goodbye to people.
Yeah, I think these everyone's heard.
Thanks for tuning in, people. Appreciate it. Love you all.
Yep.
Goodbye,
See you next time. See you later, Periscope viewers.
On a man cave.
Peace.
Alright, we out. Try not to delete it, right?
I was going to use my mouse to try and control your fucking laptop.
I reckon it didn't even say.
In case it didn't say, to remember what they said.
I'll remember every word.
Exactly how he said it.
Sack project.
This one was mine, eh?
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
So that's called 117. So you can save it and then.
Probably wasn't a good time to Snapchat.
Oh my god.
You expect them to think the same.